YouTube comic book community. It is that time once again, 90 miles from comics. As always, I am your host, Chad, aka Y290, in the building. And for all the 90 holics that will be hopping in the chat, YouTube is 90. And it is Wednesday, my favorite day of the week, and your favorite day of the week, because it is New Comic Book Day. And that's why we are here. And as always, every Wednesday, I'm here with my brother from another mother. It's Javi. What is going on, Javi?
What's up? What's up, YouTube world? It is I, your conquistador, Javier, just hanging out on another Wednesday with the boys. Happy to be here, man.
Hell yeah, Javi. I am happy that you are here. And not only are you here, we also have our other outstanding member, our other brother from another mother, and that is D-Hide. D-Hide, what is going on, man?
Woo! Not a whole lot. Just getting some reading done. Last second, read a lot. Just been good. I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 3 times at this point, just because it happened. And yeah, I'm loving it. And that's what's going on.
Awesome, man. I have not seen it yet. I've only heard amazing things about it, so I cannot wait to go see it. Hopefully, I'll get some time this week to go check that out. And when I do, Hide, I will let you know. Maybe we can hop on the air, talk about it. I'm sure
I can talk about it all day.
Nothing more but that. So we can make that happen one way or another. So before we get to why we are all here, which is to talk some comic books, and I know we're going a little earlier today, guys. My apologies. I got work really, really early tomorrow in the morning, and I just wanted to make sure you guys get your show, and that way I can get to sleep as well. But let's hop in the chat, man. We got some beautiful people joining us, and I'm sure as we continue on, more beautiful people of the community will be hopping in. But first, on time as always, my brother, Steve Whiting, a.k.a. Stone Cold Steve Comics. What is going on, Steve? Appreciate you being here, man. We also have Caleb the Comic Smurf Murphy. What is going on, Smurf? Appreciate the love, brother. Denny Ferreira in the building. We also have Ben Compton. We always in the building. We got Javi holding it down. We also got Hyde holding it down. And my other brother, Pope Cerebus. What is going on, Pope? I appreciate everybody for being here. And don't forget that YouTube is 90. And that is why I am your cover champ. So don't forget it, the tone. I know you're trying to come after me, but we all know that Haya Lucha Libre is the true #1 contender. And I'm not trying to get in no triple threat match because I'm only trying to go one-on-one with that guy. And we'll get to that another time because I know my guys Javi and D-High did some reading last week because I did a little reading. Not as much reading as I would like to, but I did do some reading. So let's just hop into it. And what's up, Big Shaq, my brother? Always getting down in our chats. So, Hyde, you want to kick it off, brother?
Yeah, I'll kick it off real quick. I got some reading done this week. I only read 3 titles that came out last week, which were Valkyrie. Why am I blanking? It was definitely Valkyrie, House of X, and Guardians of the Galaxy issue 7.
Nice.
Totally I really liked all of them. I don't know why I blanked. Valkyrie was great. It was a good, fun read, good thing. It's nice to see somebody have a secret identity, like Jane Foster's balancing between Valkyrie. That's fun. You don't see that anymore. And it's just good. It seems like a good solo tale. House of X seems like it's going to be a whole storm of insanity. Hickman's a madman. Yes. X-Men, that's going to be some craziness. That's just going to be insane. And Guardians, solid, good Kate's work. Get a little bit as to what's going on with Rocket. Just a little taste, but it's satisfying because I need to know what happened to that little guy. And besides that, I did some extra reading. Something I've been meaning to read for a while, Ted McKeever's Miniature Jesus.
Nice, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love Ted McKeever. Like, I've always loved his stuff. I was able to pick up a few of these as they came out, but I fell off. I just recently found this trade. And yeah, I love him. I love his art style. And one thing about this book that just sticks out, this was a cover for one of them. It's just this beautiful page right here. A little Jesus holding up a boot from stomping on him.
That's pretty crazy. That's nutty.
Yeah, it turns out to be a whole thing about like addiction and faith in the addiction and the rehab programs, and just it's a lot about a lot of crazy things morphed into a weird little story. It's only like 6 issues long. It's collected in trade that only runs about $17 cover price. You can probably find it cheaper elsewhere, but it's a nice thing to have to your collection. It's a nice black and white crazy person comic. I recommend.
Awesome, man. Hell yeah. Hyde always with the great recommendation. So definitely go check that out if you haven't yet. I'll probably have to check that out because I have not even heard of that. So I definitely want to see what that's all about. Definitely eye-catching name for sure. So, Hyde, thank you, brother. So, Javi, what'd you read this week, man?
I was able to pick up Excellence and House of X. I'm not sure if I talked about Excellence in this show yet. I talked about it a little bit on my channel, Conquistador channel. But Excellence is an image book. It's on 3 issues right now, but I managed to scoop the first one and read it. It was really, really good. It threw you into this new magical world, and the writer does a very, very good job at creating this new lore and this new world. And the dialogue is very, very modern. It's kind of very hip, and you can easily get into it. There's like a badass trial that the main character has to go through, and that really shows a lot of what this book is about. And yeah, man, I really dug it. Kind of into this magic fantasy theme and excellence. It was a really, really good read. I also managed to pick up House of X, and like Hyde said, this is going to be a crazy, crazy hell of a run. Jonathan Hickman is setting something crazy up, and the way that this comic book reads, it's very like every so often there'll be a page dedicated for an explanation, and the art style is very, very, it's very cool, you know. It's very cool, and I'm kind of excited to see what Jonathan Hickman does. Oh, as I go and drop my books. But yeah, man.
Awesome, Javi. Well, once again, always bringing the heat. You're not completely caught up, as we can see, but you're always trying to catch up.
That's right.
How much more on your list do you still need to read to catch up on, if you don't mind me asking?
How much more on my list? I'll give you a percentage, probably like 65%.
All right. So, my bad. Didn't mean to call you out, but it's good to see. It's good to see that you did
love.
I love that, you know, House of X. You definitely had to, you know, hop on that right off the get. So you know, in the now on that, and that's one of the things that I know everyone in the community was hyped up for, talked about. I know I was super excited about. Definitely one of those things. Hickman coming back, bringing back the X-Men, just definitely. And you've been preaching Hickman to me since you've pretty much got me back into like reading and collecting comics. So definitely one of the things that I read this week, but we'll get to that a little later because I'll talk about what I read if you don't mind, fellas.
Get on.
So first thing, if you guys have not read DC pick from last week that I read, Curse of the White Knight, definitely awesome stuff. Sean Murphy's killing this. Pretty much like if you like the first one, you're gonna love this one. Go check it out. Just cool stuff. And I love that it's Black Label as well because it can be a little, you know, darker in a sense. So good stuff. Check it out if you haven't. My indie pick from last week is definitely going to be Honor and Curse. Epic conclusion to the first part of Honor and Curse because they definitely left it open. This will be returning next year. So I'm not sure if it's going to get a like reset in numbering, but it's coming back. This was awesome. You finally got that epic showdown and battle. I'm not going to tell you who won, but just super cool. Genji trying to just withhold and understand the power of the demon, and that's pretty much what you get in this, which is pretty cool. So check that out if you haven't. Honor Curse, our homies over at Mad Cave, Chris from Mad Cave, always hooking us up. So thank you, man. And as Hyde read, that Guardians of the Galaxy had to know what happened, and they pretty much don't even let you know what happened. In a sense, if you know what I mean, if you read it, so go read it. But I think there's other cooler reveals. And can I just say, Jeff Shaw, Donny Cates, beautiful team. I love the artwork in this book. I love the story. I love that Donny Cates is doing everything cosmic. And I know some people are saying he's starting to fall off, and I don't think so, man. I think he's world building, and he is just doing things on another level, and a cosmic level, so to speak. And I think he touches that even more in this book, which is cool. So you should definitely check out what he does with this, because he brings back someone that Peter is very, very familiar with, if you know what I mean. So check that out. And the big book, as Javi said, House of X, definitely get your hands on it. You got to read it. Hickman, he is getting ready to throw down in what's going to be happening with the X-Men. And to what Javi was mentioning earlier in this book, these white pages that they were kind of like informing you and building, I guess, this world that Hickman is building in a sense. And I'm going to say this, when you read the book, those are the most important pages to read, because that will give you context to kind of what has been going on or what is going on in this. I don't know if it's a different universe or dimension or whatever is happening so far, because it's only the first issue and he's setting it up. But those white pages that seem to be like filler in a sense.
No, those are good.
Yes, you need to read them, because they're giving you history on what has happened and what has led up to this point and what certain things mean. So definitely make sure you check it out, read it. I love it. And I can't wait to see where this is going. And I'll say this. I know we got this Powers of 10, and that's only happening for so long, and then it's breaking out all the other X-Men books again. But I wish it was just staying like just solo through one person for a little longer, because I feel like it's going to be so good. But definitely my pick and read of last week. And that's what I read last week, guys. So appreciate that. Sweet, man.
Yeah.
We had more people hop in the chat, man. We got AKA Wombo up in the building. Thank you for being here, man. Who else? This chat is just popping off, man. Javi's up in here holding it down. I see that, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who's saying Donny Cates is falling off.
Some people think that he's a little too spread. I mean,
what does that mean?
Like he's on, he's on too many titles, you know, and that his writing in certain books have started, like, for instance, that last issue of Venom, I heard some people thought it was like a little lackluster, and I can understand why. But I think, and as I mentioned when I talked about it, I think he was just more or less saving and setting everything up for Absolute Carnage, which is here next week, you know. So
I don't know. Everybody needs to be completely great all the time. Every issue needs to be completely mind-blowing, or else they're not doing good. I'm kidding, of course.
I know. We know you. Yeah.
I know. I just need to make sure, because I convinced myself. But yeah, no, that's crap. That's
yeah, well, I mean, no, look, I'm not trying to speak for people. It's just some things I've heard,
right.
You know, throughout the community and stuff like that. And also too, like, I'm super biased to Cates in a sense, so I think everything he puts out is amazing, but I just like his writing, his style of writing, and the things that he does. Now, to your point, Hyde, is everything like home runs, like God Country and Thanos Wins and stuff like that? No, but I still enjoy what he's doing, and I think where he's taking Marvel's cosmic universe is going to be cool, because I think he's introduced a new character through his Venom run that seems to be connected with that. And what's even awesome or incredible is, of course, he's connecting, you know, the symbiote to the cosmic universe. And how much sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? Like, awesome. You know,
he's making Venom a villain, like a forefronting villain, like.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Well,
well, I guess
no,
yeah, of course. And he's setting up Null to be, you know, Venom's villain. But think about like he's in charge of everything cosmic, you know, and we're going to absolute carnage. Like we know everything's going to space because we're all reading Guardians, we're all reading Silver Surfer Black. So the fact that to me he's forefronting the symbiote as an alien and being caught, like he wants to be the writer of all the cosmic stuff because that's what, you know, to me that's like how his mind's turning, you know. So I don't know, I'm excited. I don't even know if what I'm talking about makes any sense out there. You let me know in the chat. Let us know in the comments below.
I think it makes sense. And I think it'd be crazy if Noel finds out about the Infinity Stones, he goes after the Infinity Stones, and then somehow Venom wields an Infinity Gauntlet to like Donny Cates. What is he gonna do?
You know,
making predictions.
No, for sure. And hey, you know what? That's awesome leadway to our little speculation segment, Javi, because you're speculating right there. What could possibly happen in any of these books, cosmic-wise? You know, with him being on Guardians, being on Silver Surfer Black, being on Venom, you know, and writing Absolute Carnage, you know, who knows if that could happen or where it could happen. So that's super cool. And we'll hop into the speculation aspect to our show now. And real quick, just want to shout out a couple more people hopping in the chat. We got Hydro Comics. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you for being here. And I got to highlight this comment. Super, super dope. Andy Alberts, what is going on, man? I appreciate you being a fan of the show. He has not been able to catch us live and being in the chat because he's across the pond in England. So thank you for being here, man. That is awesome. Right?
No way.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, thank you, brother. That is super cool. And I'm not sure if you watch football, but I would love to know who your football club is because I am a huge Arsenal fan. So, and if you don't watch football, that's cool. And I'm talking like soccer football. And 84 gave me slack one time for calling it football instead of soccer. But I'm like, yeah, bro, American football and then football. I mean, that's really football, you know? So anyway, thank you for being here, Alberts. That's awesome, man. Appreciate the love, Andy. So, all right, speculation talk. So it took me a minute to narrow down my speculation this week. I was thinking. And once I stopped thinking, it came to me, of course, right? And we've seen everything that just happened with Jane Foster, Thor, and all that. And who would have known what if Jane Foster, Thor would have taken the jump that it did? Because that was a $15 to $20 book in everyone's comic book shop. And now it's going for at least $100. Like, that's ridiculous and crazy to me. That is not
75 to 100 at least.
Yeah, bro, insane. And I've flipped through that book. I'll say I've left it in the sense I'm like, I always thought it was a cool cover. Thought it was like, yeah, you know what? I should probably pick this up, you know, whatever. But I never thought it would get to that price. But with that being said, it's a female character that everyone should have in their collection. And it's already started to make a move a little bit. And it's part of a series and part of a run that we all love. And it's a character that everyone loves. So the moment that this gets announced in any type of movie, forget about it. It'll be way too gone. And you want to get on it now because it's still reasonably priced, for sure. And that is an Amazing Spider-Man 194, the first appearance of Black Cat. And I'm going to go... You want to get on this book now because especially where the MCU is going or even where Spider-Man's going with Sony, what has been going on with female characters, I would tell you, you want to have this in your collection before it is too far gone in a sense, because this is definitely one of those characters that once they announce, everyone loves Black Cat in the comic book community. Like, think about every time one of those covers drop, J. Scott Campbell or anything like that, people blow their minds. Javi's always showing some Black Cat covers if they come out. So get your hands on this while you can. It's definitely a still reasonable price first appearance. It could be a little, I guess, rangy for certain people's collections, but I still think you can find lower grades definitely in your price range. You know, even near men's, higher grade ones are not crazy out there. But the moment she gets announced in any type of movie, forget about it. You're going to be upset that you didn't have this in your collection. And I can even say, since I've bought in mine, I've already seen the price go up a little bit. And it's all spec, you know? But this is definitely a character that everyone loves. And I would tell you, get this in your collection. Amazing Spider-Man 194. Everyone loves them some Spidey. Everyone loves them some Black Cat. And that's going to be Y290's Spec of the Week. How you fellas feel about that?
It's awesome, man. Black Cat, of course, they're gonna definitely throw her into the Spider-Man MCU at some point.
Yeah, as soon as you said Black Cat, I was like, yeah, of course, perfect, like 100%. That's a good call.
Yeah, I like I said, I think it's just one of those books, one of those characters that as soon as they announce, forget about it. Like if Jane Foster Thor went to that, this book will get crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if that what if?
Yeah, and that's a what if. And then the first appearance of Jane Foster or full appearances, I guess Thor #1 that Marvel now, but she also had a cameo in Thor God of Thunder run issue number 25, the end of that God of Thunder run that Jason Aaron did. That last issue, I believe that's where it ends too. She has like a cameo appearance in that. So and that book went from being a cover price book to $20 to $25 book, and then that Marvel Now book is going anywhere between 40 to 50, and that What If book is going at least for $100, which is crazy. And I get it. Super cool what they're doing with the MCU. I'm not hating on Jane Foster Thor. I love that Jason Aaron run. I think the death of Jane Foster was incredible. If you guys have not read that, you want to go read that. But that's a character that, they're in a sense just rehashing, from a male character to a female character, and cool. Push that, gain that female audience. I'm all about it and not hating that agenda. But the moment they announce this character who from the get has been this, forget about it. I think it just will pop. So that will be my speculation of the week once again. Gotta love me some Black Cat. And, is she a villain? Is she an anti-hero? I don't know. I'm not sure. Can you tell me, Javi?
You tell me, Hyde.
She both. Whatever everybody's feeling at the time. It works.
You never know.
But she got to steal.
Yeah, it's cool that they just announced the new run of her right now, too, in the comics. Yeah. So it makes sense that at least in some point in the future, who knows when, but it seems more than likely than that she would be a character in the movie.
I agree. At one point in time, it feels like she would be one that they would bring in. It seems crazy that they wouldn't.
And it's awesome that you have that slab, too, man.
Yeah, actually, so I that's one of the first books that all right, so not that I guess now I'm into slabs. Now I'm into slabs. We'll say that. But before I was into slabs, I thought about getting a couple slabs, and I didn't know how to really get into the game, and I wasn't sure about prices. But my thing is if I just come across a good deal on a book, doesn't matter what the book is, even if it's not a character I necessarily am fond of, but it's, sought after book and it's a good price, I'm gonna hop on it. And I actually got a great price for that slab. And I could all right, you know me, Javi, but if you had to guess what I paid for that, what do you think I paid for it?
Probably, I don't even know what the value of that book is, man.
Yo, what's up, NYC? Thanks for being here, brother. So, since NYC just missed it, I'll just show it again. So my speculation talk, NYC, Amazing Spider-Man 194. I have a slab 7.0. I'm showing that off completely wrong. But I picked this book up, I want to say, probably about a year ago now.
Yeah, I was going to say around $50. Chat's going 55, 60.
Nah, I wish, bro. First of all, this book, even when I picked it up, was still pretty...
55.
Nah, I wish. That would be a steal. But I got it for
that's the chat.
Yeah, I got it for 105. So, and I think if you go look this up on Go Collect, they at least go for 170.
Probably raw.
180. Yeah, raw. See, all right. So when I hopped on this book, every time I looked for a raw copy, it was at least $200. And I was like, yo, if I'm gonna spend $200 on it, I'm just gonna find a slabbed one. And I was like, well, I can live with a 7.0 white pages at the time. I wasn't into the slab game, and I was like, yeah, $105. I feel like that's fair. So I hopped on it. So I'm like, all right. And I feel like I've already got my return on investment in a sense. So, because I got it for a great price, but I could be wrong. And not to say anything, but it definitely could be cleaned and pressed, and it would at least be a 0.5 higher, or maybe a grade higher. But it does got a couple ticks. I can see why I got the 7, but it definitely has some dirt. It's got some creases in the back that aren't color breaking. That I feel like if it was pressed, for sure, at least a 0.5, maybe even a whole grade.
Yeah.
So who knows? I might do that and try to get the newer actual slab on there. So some cool stuff. Yeah, not too bad. So, but what up, John's Comics with Kids? Everyone's slowly hopping in the chat. Appreciate you guys. So, Javi, that was the spec talk. Now let's get to everyone's favorite segment of the show, Javi's Variant Corner. I know you got some hot variants coming our way because that's what you do, brother.
That's right. That's right. We got some variants coming out, and I tried to stick to some variants that were coming out next week.
All right.
Here, I think this is working, right?
It should be working before we know it.
Here we have some variants for the DC comics that are coming out next week.
Are you screen sharing?
I think I'm screen sharing.
No, you're not.
You're not.
Oh, wait. I got to do remove.
These are some very weird variants coming out for DC.
I did see it. Hold on. Put it back up, Javi.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
I got it. My bad, Javi. I'm still
good.
working this out.
It's all good.
Javi is screen sharing.
So some variants that are coming out for DC next week, August 7th. This is the Batman number 76, the cardstock variant by Gabriel Dell'Otto. Nice little
Dell'Otto cover.
Dell'Otto cover, yes. Yeah, nice little bloody Batman. I know a lot of people aren't on Batman, but man, this cover is just insane.
Dell'Otto's the man.
Yeah, he is the man. He's going to be on this variant corner. Maybe one more time, maybe two more times, at least one more time for sure.
Bro, when I picked up that Amazing Spider-Man 797 Dell'Otto cover,
fire.
Yeah, I know.
Dell'Otto, he's killing it, man. Batman number 76. This is the cover B. Look out for it in your local comic book shop, coming out next week. Also coming out next week, this is cover B to Young Justice. This is by John Boy Myers.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's a nice, cool cover.
Yeah, it's a nice little one. It's just like, oh, I like it.
Obviously he just did the black and white, like the sketch, the coloring. I don't know who the colorist is, but the coloring pops on this for sure.
Yeah,
gotta show some. Yeah, gotta show some love to the Young Justice team. They've been killing it. The DC Universe show has been so good.
Also, that is super dope.
Right? Ooh. This is coming out next week as well, August 7th. This is the Deceased cover, number 4. This is an exclusive, Comic Hero University exclusive by Arthur Suidam, I think it is. But yeah, nice little homage.
Yeah, to one of the grossest comics of all time.
This is insane, though.
Yeah, that's beautiful. In a horrible way, but yeah.
Moving on to some indie books. Here we have a Street Fighter book that's coming out, Akuma vs. Hell. If you're into the Street Fighter video game series, the fighting game, this is an awesome homage cover to a Hellboy cover, Seed of Destruction. So if you're into Hellboy and if you're into homage covers.
Sorry to interrupt, but I still only see the Killing Joke cover. I don't know about you, Chad.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta probably
Yeah, you got to switch between the windows in the sharing thing.
stop sharing and then share again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry to interrupt your flow there, but
No, you're good. That helps me out. That helps us all out. But yeah, Street Fighter is coming out with a comic book. If you're into the fighting game, the video game Akuma versus Hell, and this is a homage cover to the Hellboy series Seed of Destruction. So if you're into Hellboy and if you're into homage covers, check out this Akuma versus Hell.
Yeah, that's an amazing cover. Like Street Fighter School, it's not like one of the most important things, but that's sick. Like that's sick.
That is a cool cover. I like the homage as well. Akuma is one of my favorite characters used in Street Fighter.
Akuma's a badass.
He's the badass for sure.
Shout out to DS Comics and Mr. Variant for hopping in the chat. Appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate all the love from the community right now. You guys are best. Just love it, man. Just too good. Sorry, Javi.
It's all good. Focusattack.com. You can buy this through them. Jose Perez is the cover artist. Check it out. Also, perfect segue to a Mike. What's his name?
Magnolia.
Yeah, Mike Magnolia.
Mike Magnolia.
Mike Magnolia.
Yeah,
Mike Magnolia.
Magnolia, who did this awesome Hellboy cover, is doing a cover for the series called Berserker Unbound by Dark Horse Comics. This is coming out next week as well. This is the 1 in 10 variant. So if your comic book shop was lucky enough to buy or get this, you might be able to get your hands on it.
So clean.
I know, right?
Love
Super clean. Berserker Unbound is the name of the series by Dark Horse Comics.
Any idea who's writing and doing that?
Oh, I didn't put that on my notes.
Oh, it's by Jeff Lemire.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike Dotto Jr. is going to be doing the art. So, yeah.
Guy's coming back. Hell yes.
Guy's coming back, and we are all excited. Die number 6. This is the cover B by Peach Momoko.
Are you caught up on it, Javi, or no?
No, I'm missing one issue.
What issue?
4, I think it is.
I'm pretty sure I have all of them, so if you need to read it, I will let you read it.
But man, I'm definitely putting this B cover.
The trade's out too. You can pick up the trade.
True.
But beautiful cover. Sick. I agree with you. That white and pink. Oof.
Right? This is definitely going to pop in like a bag and board for sure.
Yeah, bro. Put that in my light for sure.
Die number 6 coming out next week. Cover B. Just tell your local comic book shop to put this on your box, on your pull list, and it'll be there waiting for you. I thought this was a cool cover. I'm not really into Transformers, but this is a cover by Jeffrey Vareg. This is the 1 in 10.
I'm with you. I could give a crap about Transformers, but that's amazing.
Right? I thought it was super cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like
Cybertron War Memorial. So if you're into Transformers, check it out.
That is beautiful.
I'll do one sweep since I don't think I'll be able to go back across. And last but not least, Marvel.
Whew. A little Electra, a little Storm.
Yeah, this is a Fearless number 2. This is coming out August 21st. This is the Jenny Frizen cover. Jenny Frizen has been popping. Her Belit cover that just came out is now selling for like $80. I think it was a 1 in 25. And her art is just amazing. She does a lot of the Wonder Woman covers, the variants, and she's just been getting a lot of attention. And of course, her art is amazing, so she should be. This is Fearless number 2, August 21st, cover B. So if you're interested in this, this is actually a connecting variant. So it goes along with number 1. This is number 1. And you have Scarlet Witch here on the end, and it'll connect with this number 2. So check it out. Jenny Frizen on Fearless. These are cover Bs, so just tell your local comic book shop to put this on your list, and it'll be there.
Like Miss Chavez there. That's cool. Showing her some love. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a sick storm cover.
This is the cover A to Fearless, so I mean,
Bro, that is sick. That's cover A?
Yeah.
That's
And it's the
awesome.
Virgin?
No, it's it'll have text on it and stuff. This
Yeah.
is just the version. This is by Jasmine Putri.
Oh, Yasmin Putri is one of the best out in the game, I think, for sure, man. She kills it. I might have to pick that up on cover by alone, man. I know 2 guys in the community, John's Comics with Kids and Jeffrey Comic Con Henson would probably be picking that one up just because of the cover.
This is the cover A, so August 21st, Fearless number 2, cover A and cover B.
Sick.
Awesome covers for sure.
Yeah.
I like it. You got Spider-Gwen in the back and that one. Oh, it's just good, great stuff.
We all know Absolute Carnage is coming out next week. I'm not gonna just quickly go through them. These are just like
which you've shown before already. Some of these.
Yeah, that's why
that
I'm just
movie was nice.
going quick through them. But the actual like exclusives that I'm digging that are gonna be coming out. These are exclusive, so you can't get these on your shop unless they ordered them. Check out the Delado from unknowncomicbooks.com. Check out this right, David Nakayama.
That is so awesome.
This is a KRS Comics exclusive. Murder O's. 100% straight up serial killer.
Sick.
David Nakayama. I like his signature too, DNA.
Heh.
This is KRScomics.com. This is Adi Granov. I think I have it here.
Beautiful.
Granov, of course, he does some amazing Galactus covers. He just does amazing covers in general. And last but not least, I don't know if anybody knows about this. All right, we were talking about this earlier in the episode about Donny Cates falling off, but you know what Donny Cates has been doing? He is coming out with an Absolute Carnage exclusive variant from Midtown Comics. This is drawn by Donny Cates.
I definitely have to get myself a copy of that for sure. And if I'm not mistaken, like he posted this somewhere, like as a drawing that he did of Carnage or Venom, sorry. And I guess they're just turning it into an Absolute Carnage cover, which is awesome.
MidtownComics.com. If you dig this comic, if you dig Donny Cates, MidtownComics.com. Go check out their exclusive Absolute Carnage #1 variant by none other than himself, Donny Cates.
Definitely have to get my hands on this one way or another. For
awesome
sure.
Cover.
Sick. I dig it. He's throwing up the metal horns. Hell yeah.
Chad, you know what book has been also killing it? Immortal Hulk, right?
You got Immortal Hulk variants?
Immortal Hulk #22. Check it out.
And it's Gray Hulk?
It's Joe Fix-It Hulk.
Gosh, who's doing that variant?
This is Alex Garner on the cover.
And where can you get it? I know that if Steve's still in the chat, you already know he's losing his mind. And I don't know if you know this, Javi, but he got his hands on that Immortal Hulk.
He DM'd me on Instagram. He was like, yo, I got it. I was like, I freaked out.
Like he was like he told me, he's like, yo, every time I talk to Steve, your segment gets brought up every single time. He goes, man, I love it because I wouldn't have known about that Hulk cover. I got my hands on it. He like, I guess the moment he saw it somewhere, he picked it up. He didn't even hesitate. He told me, but damn, I'm gonna Steve. Keep your eye out for this because if I can't find it, you need to double up on this one. I need me some Mr. Fix It, my life. Bro, look at that, bro. That's phenomenal.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's insane, dude.
Bro, that's phenomenal.
God, that's wow.
And it's got the indicators, and they're green.
Limited to 1,000. The virgin copy is limited to 1,000.
Of course.
So you can go to comicexposure.com. That's comic exposure. Exposure is with an X. Or also eastsidecomics.com. And you can go to either of those websites and they'll be there. The trade dress is limited to 3,000.
I like both. I want one of each because I think the trade dress looks beautiful. I want one of each. I wonder what the set is.
Oh man.
I didn't check the price. I should have put that in my notes.
Yeah, it's all right. Typically, it probably starts off anywhere between like $40, like for the pair, probably anywhere up to like 100 for the pair.
This is Immortal Hulk number 22, the exclusive variant by Alex Garner.
Bro, sick.
Eastsidecomics.com or comicexposure.com.
Sick. Of course, man, sick. Hell yeah. Javi, you know what buttons to push. And you know
that's right.
You know what variants to look for.
This guy,
not bothered.
Check it out. Some amazing artists doing some amazing variants for Marvel. If you're into these comics, go to these websites or just ask your local comic book shop to put them on your pull list.
Or hit up Conquistadorks on IG, and he can help you out on where you can find it.
That's right. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat. Chad, Hyde.
Javi, thank you. That was Javi's Variant Corner. Probably the best segment on our show, hands down. I don't even know why I even do this show because I should just have you go live and show variants all day.
Yeah, just rename it Javi's Variant Corner.
You know, we should just create a show where it's just that, Javi. You think you can do that for an entire hour?
No, then what would we do?
For an hour. I mean, I need you guys so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
What would we do?
I'm just messing around, brother. We would, of course, join it. But no, it's a great segment for the show. I would never make it its own show. Maybe it could be like a special thing where one day it could be its own show. But definitely that would be way too much work for you because I'm sure it's enough work for you just to put that together every week. And we thank you as the community because you help us find some variants that we might not have known about. That's and right. The perfect example is Steve. He hit me up so stoked when he got that variant, but he's like, bro, I would not even known of this variant if it wasn't for you, Javi. So thank you for what you're doing for the community, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. And I'm just, like you said, I'm just trying to help everyone out, show off these awesome books, show off these awesome artists. And I save all my links. So you can hit me up. If you were interested in what I showed off, and we'll go from there.
Hell yeah. Now, I don't think you guys were able to make it to your LCSs today, were you?
No, but I did go yesterday.
Oh, so Javi's got some books. Javi, let's see what you picked up, brother.
I picked up my issue of Immortal Hulk number 21. Ooh. I like how it has a nominee on there, Eisner Award nominee.
Yeah. Oh, stamp of approval.
Web of Venom Funeral Pyre. Not sure where this is leading off to, but interested to read it. Cullen Bunn. Good writer. Batman 75. Kicking off the City of Bane. Crazy Bane cover.
That is nice.
That is sick.
Super muscular.
Yeah, he's got big old muscles.
Fantastic Four, number 11. Some carnage-ized action going on in the title. I picked up my issue of Honor and Curse number 6. I am hoping to read all of them and probably do a special on the Conquistador channel. Show off some Mad Cave love. Darkened Wish, Dark Dungeons and Dragons. This was pushed back. I picked up my issue of Batman Curse of the White Knight as well.
Definitely want to read that one, bro.
Yeah, man, this is money right here. Great storytelling. My issue of Age of Conan Belit, number 5. And I did pick up Guardians of the Galaxy number 7, but I got the
nice
carnagized variant.
I thought about picking that one up, but I left it. That one's dope. But there's just something about Rocket's hand with the blood coming down the window that I just love. So
same here.
That one.
It was nice, but it was damaged. Like it had like a little razor blade slit on it. But
if you need one, let me know because I think my LCS had extra, and sure. I believe Pope Cerebus. It was a Hulk cover that it was Baby Hulk versus Thanos.
It was Baby Hulk versus Baby Thanos, and you can only get it if you were a MasterCard member and also subscribe to the Marvel subscription service. Yeah,
it was like crazy requirements for you to be able to purchase one. So, and I was just going through the comments, so my bad to backtrack there, but wanted to address that. But Javi, great pickups, man. Is there anything that you're most excited to read from what you picked up?
Man, that Elite for sure. I'm excited to read that. The Batman Curse of the White Knight for sure, and Honor and Curse. I know you did the review for it today, and that just amped me up, got me really excited to read this.
Hopefully, I didn't spoil anything.
No, I mean, even if you did, I'd still be so excited.
But no, it is awesome. I know for sure, Javi, you'll love it, and I'm sure after you read it, you're gonna be like, "What?" And I'll get that phone call or that text from you. I know that for a fact, so I can't wait. Yeah. Let me know what you think about it when you're done reading it. And what's cool is at the end, you get a little preview into Wovenheart. And then I was able to pick up one of those sneak previews last week too, so which was cool. So
nice.
Definitely excited to see what they're going to be doing with that. So Hyde, when you go to your LCS, you let us know, and we'll let you show off your books, bro.
Oh no, I know. I don't think you won't let me.
But until then, I'll show you guys what I picked up. So this week, when it comes to, I kept it to 3 books. And I haven't officially announced it on my channel yet, but the word has gotten out into the community. I mentioned it on John's channel when I was in the chat the other day, because it was Saturday morning. And I started to let other members of the community know, but I've been starting to cut down my pull list because my wife is pregnant. I am expecting a baby sometime in February, in the beginning of next year. So I have to make sure I'm prepared for that. So I only picked up 3 books this week.
Man, congratulations, man.
Yeah, congratulations. Big honor.
Thank you, Pope. Thank you. The community's been super, super loving with it for those of you that do know. So I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. It's been super just exciting, nerve-wracking, all in the same time. You know, as I'm dealing with my wife, and of course she's going through changes she's never gone through because this is her first child as well as mine. What's up, Second Street Marvel? I'm just, trying to make everything comfortable for her. I'm working. Like, it just seems like everything is just going real fast right now. But I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate the subscribers bearing with me. You may see a little less of me online in the next few months because of that, but best believe I will still be here. I'll be bringing you this Wednesday night show every week. And I want to just thank everyone for the love. But with that being said, I'm going to show you guys the 3 books that I picked up. So first up, we're gonna go DC. Batman Last Night on Earth, issue 2. This cover is dope, man. I'm just gonna bring this a little closer, man. This cover, Capullo killed this cover, man. And even the cover B was really cool. But this, I just could not let this cover go. So I went with this one. And I dug what happened in the first issue and what Snyder were doing. So I'm excited to see what's happening in this. I do feel like Snyder has fallen off a little bit for me. And I used to be, I love Black Mirror. I love New 52 Batman. I think since we've gotten out of New 52 Batman, Snyder's been a little flat. I hopped off his Justice League run. It just was not hitting it for me. But I did dig what they did in the first issue. So I'm excited to see what is going on in this second issue here. So that's my DC pick of this week. I'm trying to keep it DC, Indie, and Marvel every week and keep at least 3 books a week, right? That's fair. Second one, you guys already know my indie pick, TMNT issue number 96. Got the variant. Super excited. We got the first appearance of Jenny as a new turtle in issue 95. Spoiler alert for those of you that everyone knows, because that was like the hot take last week with trying to find issue 95. But first full appearance, possibly. We're going to see what she's wearing. Who knows? So super excited to see what they're doing in this. And hopefully soon we will have Review and a Half show. So you can check that out here on 90MF Comics. And then last but not least, probably the most exciting pickup of today, because the hype is real, guys, especially after what we all read from last week. And that is Powers of 10. It's not Powers of X. It's actually Powers of 10. Issue number 1. Super stoked to get my hands on this. I'll be reading this the moment we get off the air because I want to know what's going on and what Hickman is setting up for the X-Men, because we're all excited they're coming back and we're all excited that he's writing it. So definitely probably the pickup of today, right? Because I'm excited to read this the most. So definitely can't wait to read this. Shout out to everyone that picked this up. We'll be talking about this soon. And then you guys, you already know I always go back issue hunting a little bit. Shh, don't tell the wife. So I'm going to show you guys some things that I picked up a few weeks ago. I just been trying to hold off on showing them because I was supposed to be defending the cover championship last Friday, but unfortunately I had to work and I felt really bad not being there. But some of the books I wanted to show off for that. First thing was an Incredible Hulk 169, the first appearance of Beast. I love this cover. I love this book. And you guys know I love me some Hulk. And shout out to Phil's Comics in Margate. If you guys are ever down here in South Florida, hit up Phil's Comics in Margate. My boy Brian, Take the Time Collectibles. If you haven't seen his channel, go check him out. He takes care of me anytime I'm over there. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, Phil. You guys are awesome and what you do for the community, man. But Incredible Hulk 169, first appearance of Beast. I love this cover. Let me get you guys a little closer look at that, man.
That's amazing, dude.
That's so good.
Right? Some great stuff. And then was also able to get myself 168, the first appearance of Harpy. And we all know if you're reading anything right now, Immortal Hulk, she's a major player and what's going on. So just super cool stuff. And once again, Phil's Comics down in Margate. Brian, thank you, brother. I appreciate you always taking care of me, man. And this is a beautiful cover. And for actually both of these books, man, they're in beautiful condition, man. Like, this is not even a Mylar. And I think you guys can pretty much see, man, this is just a nice looking book. And I will tell you, it is not beat up at all. So thank you right there, man.
Yeah, that's amazing. That looks really nice.
I haven't even put this in Mylar yet. And this is, I was at 2 cons looking at this book, beat up copies. I'm talking about beat up copies. And they were asking what I got for this. So thank you, Brian. I appreciate you, man. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cover. So, and Phil, because Phil and Brian, they take care of everyone that walks in there. So those are my little back issue pickups. I do got a couple more that I'm waiting. I'm just spreading those out to show you guys. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subbed up. Hit that bell. If you're watching this on the rewind, leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. We appreciate the love. And if you guys are watching right now, hit that like button for us, man, because you already know YouTube is 90. All right. So let me get this off of me. Go back into the triple screens. So, D-Hide, what you got going on, brother?
Yo, well, I'm 100% got this down packed for tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon. I'm going to do another episode of my wrestling show, The Wrestle Line, and I'm going to focus on Big Van Vader. Vader. I've been doing a lot of research on Vader, more research than I should have done on Vader as to the origins of his name and his Mastodon mask. And yeah, no, I went deep. And I'll also be showing a match from his All Japan Pro Wrestling days in the 90s, where apparently he got his eye knocked out of his socket. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll be watching that. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try something new with the multimedia we have, and that's what we'll do. And welcome back. I mean, not welcome back, but The World According to Frank Castle will be coming back on Friday as well, Friday night at some point. So yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back harder than a train, a ghost train.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
I love the wrestling line. I love it, dude.
And
I'm
Thursday
excited.
I'll also be doing another show later on with Javi here. Before I forget.
Oh, that's right. The Conquistador has some stuff going on. We have Oprah Boys Book Club come in live at you tomorrow. We'll be talking about the first 3 issues of Welcome Back, Frank, a really good Punisher series by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. So check that out tomorrow. Conquistador channel. Also, I've been getting back into the hunt a little bit, into the eBay hunt a little bit.
Yeah.
Finding some good deals out in the interwebs, and I pulled the trigger on some books, and I'll be doing a little bit of a showcase, showing off some of my hauls that I picked up through eBay, and yeah, check it out. Oprah Boys.
Oprah Boys.
Boys. Hell yeah, Javi. And hopefully that's tomorrow night, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oprah Boys, what time?
We'll let the chat know. We'll just check out the little icon.
Yeah, well, most importantly, if you're subbed up to the Conquistadorks channel and you got that bell rung, you'll be notified when we go live tomorrow for Welcome Back, Frank. Because yes, that's right, you heard it. I said we. I plan on being there because everyone that is in the chat that is a 90-holic already knows that YouTube is 90. And you can find me here every Wednesday reviewing books, speculating, Javi's variant cover with my boys, Javi and D-Hide. You can definitely find me every Monday on That Geek Show with MCE, holding it down with those guys. And you already know, as your cover champ, I'll be defending my cover championship against the #1 contender, Haya Lucha Libre. I'm not sure when that match is coming, but you want to stay tuned because that is coming very soon. And most importantly, this Sunday, you want to be subscribed to 90MF Comics because we got the 3rd match to the epic Slab Down tournament. That's right. We got Big the Snake versus Burke Family Comics 54, and that will be happening this Sunday. Team up covers versus Bake the Snake and Burke, aka Burke Nasty, because we all know he changed his name. But you want to be here for that because the Slab Down is going down on 90MF Comics. So make sure you're subbed up for that. I want to thank everyone in the chat for being here. I appreciate all the love. I want to thank my brothers D-Hide. I want to thank my brother Javi for being here as well. And till next week, my beautiful people, go get your books.
Get them books.
Get them books. We'll see you next week.